The iron-edged spade. In the 13th century, people begin to dig drainage ditches with iron-edged spades. The iron edge makes the spades sharper and more durable than the ones made entirely of wood. The Black Death. In 1350 AD, a pandemic reaches Sweden after raging large parts of the world. About 1/3 of Sweden's population die. The village. Infields and outlands. In Västmanland, small villages consisting of 2 to 5 farms are common. The size of a farm plot determines the relative size of that farm's land holdings. Each farm owns a piece of each unit of farmland or meadow. Rye is the most important grain. It is hardy in dry conditions and well suited to the soils of Västmanland. The meadows are used to harvest fodder for the animals in the winter when they are kept indoors. The farmland and meadows are fenced in and referred to as infields. Across the fields and meadows leads a road along which the animals are driven to the outlands, meaning the woods, where they graze in the summer. The woods are also used to obtain timber, firewood, and berries, as well for hunting. More people, more farmland. In the 16th and 17th centuries, economic growth is strong in the mining and metal industries in North Västmanland are expanding. Many people move here to work, so more food is needed. For this reason, grains are grown on the plains in the southern part of the country to be sold north to Bergslagen. Abandoned farmland is taken back into production, and for a while the harvests are bigger. Water. When ditches are dug to drain water away from soggy farmland, harvests grow larger. Plants can grow deeper roots and find more nutrients. As a result, the carbon and humus content of the earth increases in most cases. However, the opposite happens when wetlands are drained. The peat layer of a wetland consists of very old plant residue that has not been entirely converted into humus because there's not enough oxygen below the surface of the water. As the water drains away, the peat is exposed to the oxygen of the air. This causes it to break down much faster, releasing carbon from the peat as CO2 into the atmosphere. The high ard. This type of ard, the high ard, was developed as long ago as the 15th century. Compared with simpler types, the farmer can more easily incline and weigh down this ard into the soil while the oxen are pulling it. Air. To boost harvests, the number of times that the fields are aired is increased further in the 16th century. This puts more air into the soil, which causes the humus to be converted more quickly. As a result, there are more nutrients for the crops, but more CO2 is also released when the humus is consumed. To begin with, harvests duly rise, but when the humus content has fallen too low, they shrink back.